and welcome to Sri Lanka Morning Show. Ayubowan.
කඳුළු දෙන්න මට හඬන්න සත් සමුදුරු ගොඩ ගලන්න සුසුම් දෙන්න මට හෙලන්න සත්වල ගල සසලවන්න කඳුළු දෙන්න මට හඬන්න සත් සමුදුරු ගොඩ ගලන්න සුසුම් දෙන්න මට හෙලන්න සක්වල ගල සසලවන්න උපන්න ආලවන්ත පෙරුව කොමට කියන්න මගේ තනියට මා පමණයි ඇය එවන්න මා බලන්න කඳුළු දෙන්න මට හඬන්න සත් සමුදුරු ගොඩ ගලන්න සුසුම් දෙන්න මට හෙලන්න සක්වල ගල සසලවන්න හිනියනේ පියාඹන්න ඇය ඇති තැන සොයායන්න මාමිය යන බව පවසා ඇය එවන්න මා බලන්න කඳුළු දෙන්න මට හඬන්න සත් සමුදුරු ගොඩ ගලන්න සුසුම් දෙන්න මට හෙලන්න සක්වල ගල සසලවන්න කඳුළු දෙන්න මට හඬන්න සත් සමුදුරු ගොඩ ගලන්න සුසුම් දෙන්න මට හෙලන්න සක්වල ගල සසලවන්න
Elvis, It's Now or Never, as seen in Legends in Concert, Bill Cherry, on 15th and 16th November 2024 at the Grand on Princess. Full band show featuring country and western singer Scott Dan. For more details, contact Serena 0422 563 893. St. John's Past Pupils Association Inc. presents Country Night at the Grand on Princess on the 26th of October 2024. Music by No Limit and Esric and guest artist Zuzi Corner. For more details, contact Bertie 041 497 9483, Frank 041 497 9401. Excellent Melbourne Night 2024, organized by Excellent Melbourne Wing on the 26th of October 2024 at 6:30 p.m. at Polish Hall, Rowell. For more details, contact Nisal 0420 405736, Kenneth 0433 461 976.
Aibowan. My name is Dr. Sam Dasanayaka. I'm an Ayurvedic doctor practicing in Melbourne. And in this today's Ayurvedic segment, I would like to bring you very useful, very important information about your spine, especially lower back. Now, in the 20 years that I have been practicing, I know a lot of people come due to lower back pain. Now, lower back pain can come due to many reasons. Number one is your bad posture. Number two, prolonged period of sitting without changing your posture. Number three, you are not following proper lifting procedures. You are trying to, instead of lifting from your legs, you are trying to lift from your spine, which is very bad. Number four, you are disregarding the fact that we live in an environment which is very cold. The colder temperature constrict your bones and cartilage, and if you are not warming up, then it is more likely that it is very dry and stay tight. So in the event if you try to exert adverse pressure, then it will have a tear. So all these things collectively will give you lower back pain. Now lower back pain is a very prominent one is that L4 L5 disc herniation. Now disc herniation is a very painful issue. Now at the early stages, if there is a slight mild disc herniation, osteophyte formation, spondylosis or a bulge disc, you can have a mild sciatic neuritis case. So sciatic nerve can pinch or pinch not. So sometimes you might have pain, sometimes you'll be fine because the disc is in place and the nerve pinch is no longer evident in any event. So this, even if you have a slightest pain ad hoc every now and then it is time for you to get checked and do something about it. Now, how do we fix a lower back pain in Ayurveda? There is no other way. We don't have painkillers, we have some anti-inflammatories, but how we fix is that we completely grow the disc in between especially in between the lumbar 4, 5 and S1. Of course, even if it is L3, L4, we will still fix it. It is the same procedure. How do we grow the cartilage? The cartilage growth is facilitated by first its circulation, second lessening the inflammation, third by giving the medicine to grow the cartilage vardaka, and fourth by applying a paste as a pattu. There are many different pattus. Depending on the patient, we will decide what is the pattu to be applied. So then you have to do this every day at home. You will visit the clinic once a week for a few times. That is to straighten the spine, remove the knots, improve the circulation, and we will show you how to apply the paste. So once you apply the paste in the night, you leave it till the next day morning. You do that for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Your pain will subside substantially. But make no mistake, don't think that it is completely healed at that level. No. You have to do the fermentation and the pattu for at least 6 to 7 weeks at home. And then you can reasonably think, yes, now this is fixed. Then we will ask you to do the things that you are usually doing. If you are taking some, carrying some bags, do you feel pain? You sit down and get up, do you feel pain? And if you're doing some sports, badminton, tennis, football, play and see if this is fixed. If not, there's no pain. Still, if you are not sure, you can take an X-ray or a scan, and that is the way to see if this is fixed. So I hope you will take this advice and see your Ayurvedic doctor to get your lower back pain completely healed. And until we meet again, thank you.
Good morning to all of our viewers on the Sri Lanka Morning Show. Today I'm joined with a very familiar face, our very own bird enthusiast, medical student and the editor of the Migraine Foundation of Australia, Chanith Wijeratne. Now, while completing his studies, Chanith has embarked on a remarkable gap year journey throughout Australia, photographing and documenting the Australian bird life. Today, Chanith sits here with us to discuss his journey. Good morning, Chanith.
Good morning, and thanks again for having me.
So, Chanith, I couldn't help but notice you're sporting a different outfit today, and I see with the very special badge that you've got on. So could you tell us a bit about this outfit that you're wearing, what its significance is, and about the Broome Bird Observatory?
Yes, well, this t-shirt is from one of my favorite places in the world now, the Broome Bird Observatory. The Broome Bird Observatory is a sort of research station where they count shorebirds which come in their masses to an area called Roebuck Bay. The tides in Roebuck Bay are quite strong, and at a low tide, a great expanse of mudflats becomes available for all these shorebirds to feed on. Some specific shorebirds are essentially seen nowhere else in Australia except for Roebuck Bay, two in particular, the Asian dowitcher and the common redshank. For this reason, Roebuck Bay and the Broome Bird Observatory are famed as by a mile the best place to see shorebirds in the country, and I certainly can back that up. I went in the winter where most shorebirds had left for Siberia, but even the small number overwintering, the small percentage overwintering, by no means small number, was still immense. Great swirling flocks of great knots and whimbrels and curlews, massive, almost like a storm of birds, something else to behold. It was incredibly enjoyable. I had a great time, and I was very happy to hit that 600 as well, although still shooting for 7 sometime soon.
Now, Chanith, on this gap year journey of yours, I'm sure you would have explored some breathtaking and remarkable places within Australia. What was your top 3 favourite destinations?
So again, I would mention the Broome Bird Observatory for the reasons I just discussed. Then for number 2, I might say Chains Beach. This is a spot in southwest Western Australia. Southwest Western Australia has quite a few endemics, a good 20 or so birds that are found nowhere else in the world. And at Chains Beach, you can see a great many of them. Not all, but certainly most. And it's essentially the best place to see 3 of them, and the only place to see 2 of those 3. The noisy scrubbird, western bristlebird, and black-throated whipbird.
Thank you so much, Chanith, for joining with us and sharing your experience about your remarkable gap year journey documenting the wildlife and the bird life of Australia. We're looking forward to seeing you achieve the 700 bird badge.
Hopefully so, and thank you.
Sanji Caldera Associates. With our headquarters based in Melbourne, Australia, you can locate our branch offices in Sri Lanka, Dubai, Canada and London, UK. Some of our services include skilled migration visa, family migration visa, employer sponsorship visa, temporary resident visa, business visa, tourist visa, student visa, administrative appeals tribunal review. Pursuit of excellence through tailored solutions.
The science of life, traditionally known as the Ayurveda. Consultations, diagnosis and treatments are done by fully qualified Ayurvedic practitioner Dr. Sam Dasanai. Sahandro Ayurvedic Centre, best wellness experience.
Abacus Solar, latest and reliable solar systems, world best panels and inverters, price beat guarantee, supervised system installation, excellent after sales service. Call 1300 852 843.
News Weekly is brought to you by Ezdan, a trimmer company, the hose specialist. Ezdan Plastics Proprietary Limited, 525 to 527 Hammond Road, Dandenong South.
ආයුබෝවන් සතිය ප්‍රධාන ප්‍රවෘත්ති ප්‍රකාශ සමගින් මම තුෂාර ප්‍රනාන්දු. මුලින්ම අවධානය ප්‍රධාන ප්‍රවෘත්ති සිරස්තල වෙතට. සජිත් හැර යමින් සජව මන්ත්‍රී දුරෙන් ඉවත් වූ තලතාගේ සහය රනිල්ට. ලබන වසරේදී පඩි වැඩි කර බඩු මිල අඩු කරන බවට රනිල්ගෙන් සහතිකයක්. ආබාධිත ප්‍රජාව වෙනුවෙන් සජිත්ගෙන් සැලැස්මක්. විවාදය මගහැරූ අපේක්ෂකයන්ට ජනවරමකට හිමිකමක් නැතැයි දිලිප් පවසයි. උතුරේ කතාවට රනිල්ට උතුරෙන්ම පිළිතුරු ලැබුණු බව අනුර පවසයි. මව්බිම යළි එකම වැඩබිමක් කරන බව නාමල් කියයි. කාන්තා සහ ළමා කටයුතු රාජ්‍ය ඇමතිනි ගීතා කුමාරසිංහ මහත්මිය සමගි ජන බලවේගය හා එක්වෙයි. සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස විවේචනය කරමින් සමගි ජනබලවේග පාර්ලිමේන්තු මන්ත්‍රී ධුරයෙන් ඉල්ලා අසූ තලතා අතුකෝරාල මහත්මිය ස්වාධීන ජනපති ධුර අපේක්ෂක රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මහතාට සහය පළ කරමින් වැලිමඩ පුළුවන් ශ්‍රී ලංකා වේදිකාවට එක්වුණා. එහිදී ඇය කියා සිටියේ මේ අවස්ථාවේ ජනතාවට විශ්වාසය තැබිය හැකි එකම නායකයා රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ පමණක් වන බවයි.
දිවංගත ගාමිණී අතුකෝරළ මැතිතුමාගේ සවියෙන් සමගි ජන බලවේගයේ කාන්තා සවිය මේ වේදිකාවට ඉතිහාසයේ පළවෙනි වතාවට ගොඩවන්නේ
මේක ඓතිහාසික මොහොතක්. මම අද ඔබතුමාලට කියනවා රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මැතිතුමා පටන් ගන්නේ 60 ලක්ෂකින් ඡන්ද වලින් කියලා මං අද දවසේ වැලිමඩදී ප්‍රකාශයක් කරනවා. මේ ඡන්දය කියන්නේ රට බේරගත්ත නායකයයි ඇඟ බේරගත්ත නායකයෝ දෙන්නෙක් අතර කෙනෙක් මතක තියාගන්න. මිනිසු පොලිමේ මම කියන්නේ ගෑස් නෙමෙයි දරලිප ගහන්න අඩුම ගානේ පත්තු ගන්න භූමි තෙල් කාලක් ලංකාවේ තිබ්බේ නැහැ. මේක අපේ උන්ට අමතකයි නේ දෙයියෝ. එකක් ඔබතුමාට අද මේ වැලිමඩ ඉඳන් කියනවා මේ රටේ දෙයියෝ ඉන්නවා. අමාරු වෙලාවක රට බාරගත්ත මිනිහා ජීවිතේට පරාජය කරන්න බෑමයි කියන එක මම මේ ආස්වාදි කියනවා.
මම සෑහෙන කාලයක් තිස්සේ ඔළුවේ තියාගෙන හිටපු බරක් බිමින් තියලා අද නිවැරදි තීරණයක් අරගෙන රටේ ස්වාධීන අපේක්ෂක අපේ ගරු රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මැතිතුමා ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න මම මේ වේදිකාවට ආවේ. සියලු දෙනාටම විශ්වාසයක් තියන්නට පුළුවන් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේ රටේ ජනාධිපති හැටියට රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මැතිතුමා සැප්තැම්බර් 22 වෙනිදාට ඒ වගකීම බාර අරගෙන ඉෂ්ට කරනවායි කියන
මෙම ජනරැලිය ඇමතු රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මහතා තමාට ලබන වසරේදී වැටුප් වැඩි කර බඩු මිල අඩු කළ හැකි බවද අවධාරණය කළා.
රජයේ සේවකයන් පටන් ගත්ත රුපියල් 5000 දීමනා දීලා එන අවුරුද්දේ සල්ලි තියෙන නිසා උදේ සෙනවිරත්න වාර්තා අනුව දීමනත් වැඩි කරනවා පඩිත් වැඩි කරනවා. දැන් මේක එන අවුරුද්දේ කරාම සම්පූර්ණ සහනය ලැබෙනවා. සජිත්ගේ මට එක ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. ප්‍රතිපත්ති ප්‍රකාශන දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක මට ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඒ දෙකෙන් කොයි එකද තෝරගන්න කියලා. මගේ මිත්‍ර අනුර කුමාර දිසානායක මහතුමාගේ වැඩසටහන ගැන ඇහුවා. එතුමාගේ ප්‍රතිපත්ති ප්‍රකාශනයේ තියෙනවා නිදහස් වෙළඳ කිවිසුම් අහෝසි කරනවා කියලා. ඉතින් නිදහස් වෙළඳ කිවිසුම් නැතුව අපනයනය කරන්න බෑනේ.
ජනාධිපතිවරණයේදී තමාව ජයග්‍රහණය කරවීමට ජනතාව තීන්දුව කර අවසන් බව සමගි ජන බලවේගයේ ජනාධිපති ධුර අපේක්ෂක සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මහතා පවසනවා. ඔහු මේ බව පැවසුවේ නුවරඑළිය තලවකැලේ ප්‍රදේශයේ පැවති ජන හමුවකට එක්වෙමින්.
අද ඉන්නවා ජනාධිපතිවරයෙක්. එයාගේ විනෝදාංශය තමයි තැපැල් කාර්යාල විකිණීම. දැන් එයාට ලොකු දොළදුකක් තියෙනවා නුවරඑළිය තැපැල් කාර්යාල විකුණන්න. එයා කියනවා 21 වෙනිදා දිනපු හැටියේ තැපැල් කාර්යාල විකුණන්න නුවරඑළියට එනවලු. දිනන්න වෙන කවුරුත් නෙවෙයි සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස. 21 වෙනිදා ජයග්‍රහණයත් සමග මමත් එනවා නුවරඑළියට. හැබැයි මම එන්නේ තැපැල් කාර්යාල විකුණන්න නෙවෙයි. ලයින් කාමර වලට සීමා වුණු කම්කරු ප්‍රජාවට රැකියා විරහිතව ඉන්න නුවරඑළිය දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ තරුණ ප්‍රජාවට තේ වගා ඉඩමක අයිතිය ලබා දීලා කුඩා තේවතු හිමියන් හැටියට ඔබට තේවතු වල අයිතිය ලබා දෙන්නටයි මේ සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස නුවරඑළියට එන්නේ තලවකැලේට එන්නේ කියන එක මම මේ අවස්ථාවේ කියන්න කැමතියි.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පොදුජන පෙරමුණේ ගාල දිස්ත්‍රික් පාර්ලිමේන්තු මන්ත්‍රණී කාන්තා සහ ළමා කටයුතු රාජ්‍ය ඇමතිනි ගීතා කුමාරසිංහ මහත්මිය සමගි ජන බලවේග ජනාධිපති ධුර අපේක්ෂක සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මහතාට පසුගියදා සහාය පළ කළා. එතුමිය ඒ බව පැවසුවේ මහනුවර පැවති ජන හමුවකට එක්වෙමින්.
ගීතා සමන්මලි කුමාරසිංහ මෙතිනිය දැන් වේදිකාවට පැමිණෙනවා සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුමත් එක්ක අත්වැල්මද ගන්නට.
ජය වේවා! තම තමුන්නාසලා සියලු දෙනාටත් අපේ අනාගත නියත ජනපති සංජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුමනි ශ්‍රී දන්ත ධාතුන් වහන්සේ වැඩ සිටින මේ බානුවර නගරයට ඇවිල්ලා මම මගේ දේශපාලනයේ විවෘත තීන්දුව ඒ සැබෑ නායකයෙකුට මගේ ශක්තිය ධෛර්යය ලබා දෙන්න තීරණය කිරීම ගැන මම සතුටු වෙනවා. ආදරණීය සහෝදරීනි කාන්තාවට පහර ගසන ශක්තිය අඳුරන්නේ නැති මිනිස්සු එක්ක මොන දේශපාලනයක්ද කියලා මම ඔබතුමන්ලගෙන් අහනවා.
පසුගියදා ජනාධිපති අපේක්ෂක විවාදය මගහැරි කිසිම අපේක්ෂකයෙකුට ජනතාව ආමන්ත්‍රණය කිරීමට කිසිදු අයිතියක් නොමැති බව සර්වජන ජනාධිපති ධුර අපේක්ෂක ව්‍යවසායක දිලිත් ජයවීර මහතා පවසනවා. හලාවත පැවති රැලියක් අමතමින් ඔහු මේ බව ප්‍රකාශ කළා.
දැන් ඊයේ ඔය රැලි 3ක් පවත්වපු ඒ 4 දෙනාටම එන්නට කිව්වා විවාදයකට. ලංකාවේ සියලුම නාලිකා සජීවීව මේක දුන්නා. මිලියන 22ම බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා. සතපහක වියදමකුත් නැහැ. Tamanට ඇවිල්ලා Tamanගේ වැඩේ කියලා යන්න දුන්නා. මමත් පොරොන්දු වුණා මම කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. ඒක සංවිධායකයින්. මම කලින්ම ඇවිල්ලා වාඩිත් වුණා. මේ කෙනෙක්වත් ආවේ නැහැ. දැන් මේගොල්ලන්ට මේගොල්ලගේ පණිවිඩය දෙන්න නම් ඕන. මුළු ලංකාවටම කියන්න තිබුණා තමන්ට ප්‍රතිපත්තියක් තියෙනවා තමන්ට වැඩපිළිවෙලක් තියෙනවා තමන්ගේ වැඩපිළිවෙල තමයි හොඳම කියලා කියන්න තිබුණු අවස්ථාව පැහැර හැරියා. මේක තමයි මේ තක්කඩි දේශපාලනයේ යථාර්ථය. කියන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. මට මේ පක්ෂ දෙකක් ගැන තේරුම් ගන්නට පුළුවන්. ඔවුන්ට සෙනගෙන්නේ කොහොමද? සල්ලි හම්බ වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. ඉතිහාසය පුරා ජාවාරම් දේශපාලනය ප්‍රවර්ධනය කරමින් කටයුතු කරපු අය. හොරුවල්ලන්න ආපු පක්ෂේ කොහොමද මිලියන 20ක් වියදම් කරලා රැලි 3ක් දවසට තියන්නේ. අපි ගණන් හදලා බැලුවම දවසකට මිලියන් 100ක් ඕන මේ රැලි පවත්වන්න. මම දන්න තරමින් කොළඹ ඉන්න ජාවාරම් කාර්යෝ ටික එකතු කරලා ගත්තත් මේ ගාන දෙන්න බෑ. මාස කීයක් තිස්සේ මේක කරනවද? මේ සල්ලි එන්නේ කොහින්ද කියලා මේගොල්ලෝ ජනතාවට කියන්නට ඕන.
තමා උතුරේ ජනතාවට තර්ජනය කළේ යැයි රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මහතා විසින් කළ ප්‍රකාශයට උතුරේම දේශපාලන නියෝජිතයින්ගෙන්ම පිළිතුරු ලබා දී ඇති බව ජාතික ජනබලවේගයේ ජනාධිපති ධුර අපේක්ෂක අනුර කුමාර දිසානායක මහතා පවසනවා. අන්තර් සමාගම් සේවක සංගමේ 25 වෙනි මහා සමුළුවට එක්වෙමින් ඔහු මේ බව සඳහන් කළා.
රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ පහුගියදා උතුරට ගිහිල්ලා ප්‍රකාශයක් කරනවා මම දෙමළ ජනතාවට තරජනය කරයි කියලා. මට දෙමළ ජනතාවගේ සමාව ගන්න. රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ ඔයා කැත විදියට මේ දේශපාලනයේදී ජාතිවාදී උත්සන්න කරන්න උත්සාහ කරමින් තිබෙනවා. හැබැයි මම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. රනිල්ගේ ප්‍රකාශයට උත්තරේ දෙන්න මම උනේ නෑ. සුමන්දිරන් මහත්මයාම නිවැරදි උත්තරේ රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහට දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා උතුරට ගිහිල්ලා දෙමළ ජනතාව හම්බ වෙලා ජාතිවාදයේ ඇවිස්සීම සඳහා රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ දරලාද ප්‍රකාශය, දරලාද උත්සාහය උතුරේම ජනතාව නියෝජනය කරන සුමන්දිරන් මහතා විසින් ප්‍රතික්ෂේප කර තිබෙනවා. දැන් රනිල් ඔයා සමාව ගන්න.
සැප්තැම්බර් 22 වන දින සිට මාතෘභූමිය වැඩබිමක් බවට පත් කරවන බව ශ්‍රී ලංකා පොදුජන පෙරමුණේ ජනාධිපති ධුර අපේක්ෂක නාමල් රාජපක්ෂ මහතා පවසනවා. ඔහු මේ අදහස් පළ කළේ බිබිල මඩුල්ල නගරයේ පැවති ජන හමුවකට එක්වෙමින්.
හැමදාම සංවර්ධනය කේන්ද්‍ර කරගෙන දේශපාලනයක්. අපි වෛරය, ඉරිසියාව, තරහ, කුහකත්වය, මඩ දේශපාලනයක් අපි ගාව. එදා තිබෙත් නෑ, අදත් නෑ, එතත්. අපිට මඩ ගහන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක්. ඒක ඒ අයගේ මානසික සහනයකට හොඳයි. අපි බයින්න යන්නේ නෑ මොකද අපිට වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන්. අපි මහ පොළොව දෙක ගනුදෙනු කරන අය. ප්‍රායෝගිකව විසඳුම් ලබා දෙන්න පුළුවන් වැඩපිළිවෙලක් තියෙන දේශපාලන බලවේගයක් විදිහට ශ්‍රී ලංකා පොදුජන පෙරමුණ හඳුන්වන්න පුළුවන්. ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම් කාර්යාලයෙන් කරන්න පුළුවන් දේට ඔබ තමුන් නාසයට අමාත්‍යාංශවල රස්තියාදු කරන්න ඕනේ නෑ. දිසාපොත්තුමාට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල්ට ඔබ තමුන් නාසයලා කොළඹට යන්න ඕනේ නෑ. ඒ තාක්ෂණ දෙක බද්ධ කරලා වගකීම් අද නිලධාරීන්ට බාර දුන්නාම ඒ වගකීම් ඉටු කරනවද නැද්ද කියන කාරණේ පිළිබඳව දිස්ත්‍රික් සංවර්ධන කමිටුව වලින් අධීක්ෂණය කරාම ප්‍රාදේශ සභාවේ කොට්ටාසේ මන්ත්‍රීවරයාට තීන්දුව తీරන ගන්න වගේම ගමේ සංවර්ධන වගකීම් බාර දුන්නාම මම හිතනවා නැවත වතාවක් මේ මාතෘ භූමිය තුල මහ පොළොව වැඩබිමක් බවට අපිට 22 වෙනිදාන් පස්සේ පත් කරන්න පුළුවන් හැකියාව ලැබෙනවා කියන එකත් අපි ඔබ තමුන් නාසලට මතක් කරනවා.
ඉදිරි ජනාධිපතිවරණය සම්බන්ධයෙන් දේශපාලන වේදිකාවේ පළ වූ තවත් අදහස් කිහිපයක් වෙතයි දැන් අවධානය.
අප්‍රේල් වෙනකොට ඡන්ද සියල්ලම ජයග්‍රහණය කරලා මේ රටේ බලවත් ආණ්ඩුව අපි හදනවා. මට කර්මාන්ත අමාත්‍යාංශය බාර දුන්නොත් අවුරුදු එකමාරක් යනකොට කර්මාන්ත 800ක්
100ක් මේ රටට ගේනවා කියන පොරොන්දු මේ රටේ ජනතාවට දෙනවා. මට වරාය බාර දුන්නොත් ත්‍රිකුණාමල වරාය හදලා ඒ වගේම එයාපෝට් ටික ලංකාවේ ඔක්කොම ටික දියුණු කරලා අවුරුද්දක් යනකොට ඔබතුමාලා බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන සංවර්ධනය අපිට ලබා දෙන්න පුළුවන් සහෝදරනි.
සජිත් දිනුවත් අවුරුදු 10ක් ඒ ආණ්ඩුව හොලවන්න බැරි වෙන බව කවුරුත් දන්නවා වගේම රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහත් දන්නවා. ඒ වගේම රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ දන්න තවත් පරම සත්‍යයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි අනුර දිනුවොත් මාස 10න් ආණ්ඩුව ඉවරයි. ඒ නිසා උන්ද හදන්නේ සජිත්ව පරද්දලා අනුරයව දිනවලා අර්බුද හදලා එයාට ආය අර ගෝඨාභයගේ කොටේ යද්දා වගේ කොටේ අදින්න තමයි රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ බලා ඉන්නේ.
උනට හතරට පහට බෙදලා මරා ගන්න හරි ශ්‍රී ලංකා මාතෘභූමිය ඒකීය රට. දමිළ සිංහල මුස්ලිම් බෝධ කතෝලික සැමටයකට ඉන්න පුළුවන් රට. ඒක නාමල් රාජපක්ෂ විතරයිනේ පොතේ ලියලම කියන්නේ. ඉතිහාසයේ පළවෙනි වතාවට අවුරුදු 38ක සිතුම් පැතුම් තියෙන තරුණයා තාත්තා නවත්තපු දෙනින් පටන් ගන්න. තාත්තා නවත්තපු දේ ආර්ථිකය කළමනාකරණය සිස්ටම් කරන්න අවුරුදු 38 තරුණයෙකුට 22 වෙනිදා උදෑසන වෙනකොට මේ රට බාර වෙනවා.
අනුර යනවා ITN එකට ගිහිල්ලා තනියෙන් නෙලනවා. අඩු ගානේ රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ තැපල් චන්දට කලින් ITN එකට යවුවද UMP කාරයෙක්ව?
ඔය UMP කාරයෙක් තමයි ඉතින් යවුවේ.
රනිල්ගේ අනුරගේ තියෙන ඩීල් එක මේක.
දැන් මේ මෙතන තියෙනවා ලොකු පොතක්. මේක තමයි මං හිතන්නේ ගිනස් වාර්තාවකට දාපු මැතිවරණ ප්‍රතිපත්ති ප්‍රකාශනයේ. 230 කියනවා අන්තිම පිටුවේ 2015 2019 කාලේ. තමුන්නාන්සලා දන්නවා යහපාලන ආණ්ඩු කාලේ. ඒ කාලේ එන්න හැදුවා නව ආණ්ඩු ක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවක්. ඔරුමිත්ත නාඩු ආණ්ඩු ක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාව. දැන් රනිල්ගේ ප්‍රතිපත්ති ප්‍රකාශනයේ කියන්නේත් නෑ උන්ද දින්නොත් ඒක ගේනවා කියලා. රනිල්ගේ හුරතලයට හදන කොළු පෙට්ටිය අනුර කියනවා ඒක ගේනවා මම.
මේ සමගින් අදට නියමිත සතියේ ප්‍රධාන ප්‍රවෘත්ති ප්‍රකාශය නිමවට පත්වෙනවා. මෙම ප්‍රවෘත්ති ප්‍රකාශය නැවත නැරඹීමට ශ්‍රී ලංකා මෝනිං ෂෝ YouTube channel වෙතට යොමු වන්න. ඔබ සැමට සුවදායි සතියක්. ආයුබෝවන්. Abacus Solar, latest and reliable solar systems, world best panels and inverters, price beat guarantee, supervised system installation, excellent after sales service. Call 1300 852 843.
Sanji Caldera Associates. With our headquarters based in Melbourne, Australia, you can locate our branch offices in Sri Lanka, Dubai, Canada and London, UK. Some of our services include skilled migration visa, family migration visa, employer sponsorship visa, temporary resident visa, business visa, tourist visa, student visa, administrative appeals tribunal review. Pursuit of excellence through tailored solutions.
The science of life, traditionally known as the Ayurveda. Consultations, diagnosis and treatments are done by fully qualified Ayurvedic practitioner Dr. Sam Dasanai. Sahandro Ayurvedic Center, best wellness experience.
The segment that promotes Sri Lankan culture, diversity, nature and heritage is proudly sponsored by Prestige Wardrobe and Shower Screens. So we bring you a special segment to promote Sri Lanka. A special thank you to Sandra and Estrid Jackson for providing us with this segment.
Sri Lanka is a treasure trove of amazing places to visit. Bunavatuna is a beautiful beach town on the south coast of Sri Lanka. It's known for its golden sand beaches, clear waters, and coral reefs, making it a popular spot for swimming, surfing, and snorkeling. Hidden in the jungle of Bunavatuna is a secret beach called Jungle Beach. Only 10 years ago, only locals and the most inquisitive tourists knew about it. Because of Instagram, this beach has become another attraction. We also recommend visiting the Japanese Peace Pagoda. It is a popular tourist attraction located in the town of Rumasala near Runavatuna on the south coast of the island. It was built by the Japanese Buddhist order Nipponzan Maya Hoji in 2004 to promote peace and harmony among all peoples and cultures.
I'm Serena Joseph. I'm privileged to be hosting this segment of today's episode of the Sri Lanka Morning Show. I'm going to talk about an exciting upcoming event on the 15th and 16th of November 2024 that will be held at the Grand on Princes in Mulgrave here in Melbourne. These exciting concerts are a tribute to the king of rock and roll, Mr. Elvis Presley, backed by popular demand direct from the USA, Elvis, It's Now or Never, starring the one and only world's best ultimate tribute to the king, Mr. Bill Cherry. With me this morning, I have a distinguished special guest to talk about this event. He's a very well-known member of our community and is known greatly for his charitable efforts locally and in Sri Lanka. He has presented many charity events over the years, supporting various organisations and causes in Australia and overseas. I'm honoured to welcome the CEO of Esden Plastics and Tramek International, none other than Mr. Bertie Ekanayake. Thank you for joining me today. Rani Surrender Promotions is thrilled to have you as the major sponsor for our upcoming event, Elvis, It's Now or Never. Mr. Ekanayake, you were involved in our show last year, Elvis Lives, which also starred Mr. Bill Cherry. And having met Bill and seen him perform several times now, what can you say about his showmanship and his tribute to the king?
He's just fantastic. He's a fantastic entertainer, and that's the reason why we're bringing him out again this year.
And is there anything that you'd like to tell our audience today about this event and what they'll experience this time around for those who came last year or newcomers?
Well, this year it's going to be better because he'll be doing a 3-hour session. He'll be doing an hour and a half with the interval in the middle. And it's a concert. There's not going to be any dancing, but people could dance on the aisles if they like to.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
And I'm sure they would. And he's bringing his own band this time, so it'll be a really, really good evening.
And I'd like to bring it back to you. As I did mention, you've presented countless events for the community here and abroad. What inspires you to present charity events?
Well, it's something that I like doing. I like helping people. It's been in my blood to help people. And I just continue to do that. As long as I live, I will help people. And I like doing promotions, especially charity shows, charity events, and I've done quite a few. And I will continue to do that.
That's so wonderful and very inspiring. And if you can tell our audience, how did you get into it? I mean, you do run multiple companies, which obviously don't necessarily, I guess, cross over with entertainment or music. So this is something that seems to be outside your business as usual. So how did you get into it?
Well, I've always liked music. I like singing. I like dancing. I like shows. I organize quite a few dances every year, and it's in my blood. So it's a hobby for me. It's something that I like doing. It's got nothing to do with my work, and my normal work is I'm a businessman. I'm a manufacturer, but other than that, that's it. But this side of my life, entertaining, is a hobby, and I love doing it.
So wonderful, and we're so grateful to have you in our community putting on these events. It's just so wonderful. I've been to quite a few myself and know family and friends that have, and no one leaves any of the events that you've presented, you know, without admiration for all the work that goes into bringing those events to life, but also for the outcome, which is bringing such, you know, I guess, needed support, so to speak, to much needed causes. So thank you, Mr. Ekanayake. I know that this event coming up is not only going to be great for Elvis fans, it's going to be something for the community to join in on, as you said, for music lovers like yourself and myself. The charity for this event is Alex Makes Meals, which is a wonderful charity that's supporting underprivileged, or I should say deprived youth in Melbourne, as well as people experiencing homelessness. So what does it mean to you to be a part of it that's giving back to such important causes?
Well, everything that is going into a charity is something that we're doing for the community, right? And everything that we can do to help such organizations, it's a pleasure. And not only do we gain out of it by having entertainment and getting the best guys in the world to come out here and perform, bands from Sri Lanka, America, at one time I brought one from Switzerland as well. It gives you great satisfaction. That's the most important thing, to say that we've achieved something, we've done something for the people.
I also would like to note that we have had some projects that we've talked about bringing to life with you, another one being Sir John Rawls. I know that you did say that you were quite excited to bring a show to life with him, so we're really looking forward to continuing bringing a charity event with him as the star. So please, to our audience, please, wherever you can, keep in touch with us. We would love to let you know about what we're doing. Mr. Ekanayaka and Rani Surrender Promotions are always at the forefront of trying to help others through high vibrational and joyful experiences such as dinner dances, concerts and events like the one that we're talking about today. So I would like to thank you so much for your time today, Mr. Ekanayaka. It's been a privilege, as I did say. And to our audience, tickets for Elvis It's Now or Never are selling very fast. So please, to secure your tickets, please visit elvisitsnowornever.eventbrite.com.au. And we really look forward to seeing you at our shows. And thank you so much for those of you who have come in the past to support our efforts. And thank you again, Mr. Ekanayaka.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Hi everyone, hello. Today we have something mixed with seafood and chicken. So it's a little canapé, and I want to make sure that all the flavors are in one bite. So let's go through the ingredients. I have abalone, Victorian wild abalone, and then I have a chicken, which is already grilled chicken, which is Portuguese flavor outside. And then you have the thyme, and then we have semi-dried tomato, lemon juice, salt, pepper, pomegranate, mustard seeds, and boiled sweet potato, and some teriyaki sauce, and nice black is squid ink, some crispies. Let's start making this dish very quickly, and it's so easy. So here we are. I've got the masher. So we mash all. It's already very well cooked, so you don't have to mash too much. There you are. And then I will start adding my seasoning and flavors. And semi-dried tomato. Pepper goes first, and salt, and then we have a little bit of lime juice, and then the key ingredients here is going to get the beautiful color with pomegranate. There you are. So it's such a simple way of doing it, but look what's coming out. So I'll give it a mix now. Look at that, so beautiful. The colors. Okay, you can see the chicken now. What I do is I'm going to slice it very thin because it goes with abalone. The abalone has a very subtle taste, so we don't need to make chicken overpowering the abalone taste. We have all these slices now. Now it's time to assemble all these ingredients. So it's a very simple thing. So let me go and show you how to do it. So let's take these crackers here. There you are. So now we will place some of this beautiful mix I made on top of the chicken, like so. Now I'm going to place my abalone. You can see abalone is very subtle, put it like this, slice of abalone on top, and we can get thyme. You see, when you have the thyme, they're very sharp, but this is sweet basil thyme, so you don't have to put too much, but just a little bit to get that beautiful subtle flavor. So all this canapé is about different flavors. That's what it tastes nice, and it's also give that nice subtle sensation in your mouth. So I got teriyaki sticky sweet sauce going around like this. Subtle flavors go around. Just put some greens to make it a little bit of a colorful. So well, there you go. It's just chicken, grilled chicken, spicy Portuguese grilled chicken with some abalone and potato mash with pomegranate. So simple, but you need to get your ingredients right and balance your flavors. Okay, that's all for the day. We see you again with a new recipe next week. Bye for now.
Abacus Solar, latest and reliable solar systems, world best panels and inverters, price beat guarantee, supervised system installation, excellent after sales service. Call 1300 852 843.
Sanji Caldera Associates. With our headquarters based in Melbourne, Australia, you can locate our branch offices in Sri Lanka, Dubai, Canada and London, UK. Some of our services include skilled migration visa, family migration visa, employer sponsorship visa, temporary resident visa, business visa, tourist visa, student visa, administrative appeals tribunal review. Pursuit of excellence through tailored solutions.
The science of life, traditionally known as the Ayurveda. Consultations, diagnosis and treatments are done by fully qualified Ayurvedic practitioner Dr. Sam Dasanai. Sahandro Ayurvedic Center, best wellness experience.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us again. This is Professor Vijayaratna, Senior Neurologist from Melbourne, visiting your front room with another episode of Brain Health for All. Let us learn about Mary. Mary is a 49-year-old, very active, resilient woman throughout her life. She was balancing her career and family life with grace. As far as I could say, Mary was no stranger to challenges. But nothing could have prepared her for the storm that was about to hit on the day that forced her to come and see us. It began suddenly. It began with a sudden severe headache, which is also known as a thunderclap headache. The headache was so intense that it felt as if a bolt of lightning had struck her head. The pain was sharp, severe, and reached its peak within seconds, definitely under a minute. By definition, Mary was having a thunderclap headache, unlike anything she had ever experienced before. Over the next 2 days, Mary experienced 2 more of these excruciating headaches. Each one left her more drained and washed out and tired than the last. And she began to notice something even more alarming. She realized that her central vision would intermittently fade in and out, leaving her in a terrifying haze. Mary knew something was seriously wrong, but she hoped that the symptoms would pass. However, on day 4, the situation took a dramatic turn for the worse. Mary was at home, trying to rest, when she suddenly felt her body seize up. A generalized seizure took hold, leaving her helpless and terrified. She lost memory for a few seconds. Fortunately, her family was there. They rushed her to the emergency department, where she was immediately admitted for further evaluation. In the hospital, in fact in the emergency department itself, Mary's blood pressure was found to be dangerously high. The systolic blood pressure, this is the pressure when the heart is pumping blood away from the body, was 230 millimeter mercury, and the diastolic pressure, that is the pressure when heart was relaxing, was 130 millimeter mercury. The medical team quickly administered treatment to stabilize her condition. We were asked to see her at that stage. During the neurological examination, we found her reflexes to be exaggerated, indicating that her brain and the spinal cord was in significant distress. We requested a series of tests to get to the bottom of her symptoms. We did a whole lot of blood and urine analysis. There were no toxins or dangerous chemicals in her blood or urine. That ruled out any obvious external chemicals or other causes that could push her blood pressure to go that high. Then we went ahead with a brain MRI scan. As you can see from the screen, this revealed the presence of what is known as vasogenic edema in bilateral main sides of the brain or parieto-occipital regions of the brain. These findings are consistent with a condition known as posterior reversible encephalopathy syndrome or PRES. PRES is a rare neurological disorder that is often associated with severe or sudden surge of blood pressure or hypertension. To get a clearer picture of what was happening inside Mary's brain, we did a angiogram of her head with the help of the CT scanner. The scan showed smooth segmental narrowing of multiple blood vessels, just like in the case of Haley previous week. Mary's brain's blood vessels were constricting abnormally, reducing blood flow. We then asked our colleagues to do a formal angiogram, in other words, putting a catheter through the femoral artery and then going into the brain, which provided a detailed view of her brain's blood vessels. We were wanting to make sure that there's no significant inflammation in the blood vessels. Given the results, we were able to make the diagnosis of additional reversible cerebral vasoconstriction syndrome on top of PRES to her. So we talked about RCVS before. You may recall that RCVS is a condition with sudden constriction of the blood vessels in the brain, leading to severe headaches and in some cases neurological complications like vision loss, seizures. And we already discussed that the exact cause of RCVS is not fully understood, but it can be triggered by factors like severe hypertension, drugs and toxins, sometimes even stress. For Mary, the diagnosis was both a relief and a new challenge. We have given her two diagnoses, RCVS and PRES. Although the diagnosis of these are serious, these are conditions that we can manage well. You may have seen that we use the word reversible in both conditions. As its name suggests, these conditions are often reversible with proper treatment. Our team worked quickly to control her blood pressure and manage her symptoms, and with time, the constriction of her blood vessels began to cease and the swelling in her brain region started to subside. It is important to remember that Mary's journey to recovery was not easy, but she faced it with the same resilience that she carried her through her challenges in life, and she underwent regular monitoring, follow-up treatments, and ensure that her condition continued to improve. I'm happy to say that over the next couple of months, her vision returned to normal and threat of further seizures diminished. So Mary didn't have epileptic syndrome as such. What she had was a provoked seizure related to PRES and RCVS. Looking back, Mary could have realized how important it was to listen to her body and seek medical help when something felt wrong, in particular when she experienced that blinding headache for the first time, rather than waiting at home. Her experience was a stark reminder, again, of how quickly life can change and the importance of acting swiftly in the face of sudden severe symptoms affecting your brain. Obviously, her second battle was a tough one, but was also a testament for her strength as well as the advances in modern medicine. As I said last time, these conditions can be effectively treated, and learning about preventative brain health and learning about reducing risk factors are of quite importance. The reason that I decided to talk about RCVS and PRESS together, there seems to be some shared pathobiological underpinnings of these conditions, although the medical community is still in the process of learning about these conditions in depth. Reversible cerebral vasoconstriction syndrome, RCVS, and posterior reversible encephalopathy syndrome, PRESS, are two serious neurological conditions that predominantly affect women. However, I have seen men with these two conditions also. They are more common among women than men. Severe recurrent thunderclap headache or severe sudden onset headache or the first episode of thunderclap headache, these are blinding headaches that occur intensely and reach their peak intensity within seconds, definitely under a minute. You should consider these headaches as a neurologic emergency and rush to the emergency department without waiting for other things. The RCVS and PRESS both involve significant narrowing of brain arteries at times. Brain imaging typically appears normal at the onset. However, with angiography studies, almost 100% of these cases we can see the narrowing, and when we repeat them a couple of months down the track, they get back to normal, hence the term reversible. About 3 to 5% of the patients, both conditions can leave permanent deficits at times, either related to brain swelling or damage due to blocked blood vessels or bleeding. There are a lot of things to talk about RCVS and PRESS, but this program's intention is to raise awareness rather than giving you a full-blown information package on these two conditions. I hope the information both on RCVS and PRESS is of use. Please remember that this program's intention is to provide you with general medical information. For individual health-related issues, you must seek medical advice specifically related to your own specialists and general practitioners. Thank you for watching. Keep sending your questions to our program. Take care.
Now and then there's a fool such as I. Pardon me if I'm sentimental when we say goodbye. Don't be angry with me, should I cry? When you're gone, yes, I'll dream a little dream as years go by. Now and then there's a fool such as I. Now and then there's a fool such as I am. Oh, will you taught me how to love, and now you say that we are true. I'm a fool, but I love you, dear, until the day I die. Now and then there's a fool such as I. There's a fool such as I. Now and then there's a fool such as I am. Oh, will you taught me how to love, and now Now and then there's a fool such as I. Now and then there's a fool